Hello everyone, this is Jackie, and I finally completed the other jewelry box, and it's in the black and white and gray and silver theme. And so I painted the whole box black, and I covered it with some paper that I'd gotten from Walmart a long time ago. It might be the color box, but I'm not sure. I got it a long time ago. I don't even have the cover to the paper pad anymore. And so I also trimmed out, well, not trimmed out, but I went over all the edges with some silver rub and buff. And for the inside, unfortunately, this particular paper stack only had one each of each style of paper, and so I didn't have enough, to cover the entire bottom of this drawer, so I just used some of my crocheted lace in the back there, and so I think it still looks really nice. It doesn't really look like you're trying to cover up a mistake. It looks very intentional to me, and so I thought that was nice. And I used that same paper on the inside, and you can see the rub and buff a little bit better here where I went over the edges. And so I trimmed out the bottom and the top with some mesh bling, and also around the glass or the frame. And then I used some black Recollections flowers, a white flower that I had in my stash, and then a spray that I had in my stash. And this is some Recollections bling. And then the person had requested an owl, because this box is for a person who, I guess, likes owls. So I just kind of tucked one in over there. And it's the air dry clay ones that I've made using the Mod Podge mold. And so I just painted it black and then went over it with my silver rub and buff. And so the little flowers are kind of a gray color, so I thought that went with the theme of the box. Sorry about the glare. And I wished I had the mixatives to change the color of the hardware, but I've tried using rub and buff in the past and it just comes off, so I didn't even bother with it. But I would have liked to have changed this to silver. But oh well. All in all, I think it came out really good. I kept it really simple because to me the mesh bling, I didn't want to take away from that, so I kept everything else just pretty simple. The box is really pretty, as is. So, and then I also have some good news. Jack had been doing okay as far as his back was concerned. Still sore, obviously. He has stitches in there. But the pain that sent him to the hospital in the first place is pretty much resolved. What's been keeping him in the hospital is that for some reason his leg has been getting spasms, so he can't stand to transfer back and forth to the restroom, and that would also prevent him from transferring in and out of the car. But the doctor came in and said that's just going to happen. That's just going to be life for a little while, because apparently well, when they did the surgery, they freed up all the nerves that were all cramped up and, what did they call that, entrapped or whatever in his spine. And so when they opened all that up, some of the nerves that maybe were feeding into his legs that he didn't even realize he wasn't feeling all these years, well, that's all opened up. And so he's getting, all those, whatever you call it, signals, down his legs, and it's just causing them to cramp up. So I guess until his body gets used to that again. And they have given him some medication that helps with that. And so on Monday, I'm going to go up there with the car, and if he can transfer in and out of the car to their satisfaction, then he'll be coming home. And he won't be able to go back to work till he gets the stitches out of his back, but at least he'll be home. And so I, kind of ready for that to happen. So so that was good news. So keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully he can manage. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.